Welcome back to Pops and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. We're going for a custom achievement honest competition. We have to grab all of India. Where the heck do I... Anyway, all of India for the Master of India achievement, while keeping Genoa the most powerful trader in the world, which who had 167 ducats. Yes it is. Even Sevilla, growing Sevilla, is nothing compared to us. So that's good. We also have to stay out of overseas trade. We have to stay out of colonization, all that good jazz. So we go our traditional route to India via land. And we did some hopping of islands before, and I guess we still don't have contiguous land. Not that Genoa starts contiguous with contiguous land, but we did connect our, well, mostly I suppose, a bit of Poland in the way here. Our eastern holdings mostly. And I even didn't take Alexandria when I could from the Mamluks, but took nice Levant land instead. Now, we had a relatively recent coalition war against the Mamluks and friends. We just ate two provinces of the Milanese here, Cuneo and Milan itself. Mostly because we wanted to get that nice coalition timer ticking. The aggressive expansion, not the timer, but the aggressive expansion is gone now. We spread some nice AE all over Europe, and we're having it tick down while we're going to be busy very soon attacking the Persians again. We have two options, more options, but two good options. I think one is attacking Persia, one is attacking the Mamluks. And I haven't fully decided who. Attacking the Persians will reduce the coalition options by more, because they have more friends than the Mamluks. And the Spanish friend that the Mamluks have is not even a potential coalition member. However, the Spanish are currently not willing to defend the Mamluks because they're deep in debt. And there is a chance here that by declaring on the Mamluks we could... It's not just a chance. By declaring on the Mamluks, we could break that alliance, which would be quite nice. Still somewhat feeling Persia instead, though. Not only because the Mamluks are very powerful, but it's certainly part of it. I think we can probably beat the Mamlukian navy. They have 7 heavies, which is scary. But they don't have tons of galleys. At least they don't show their galleys. Here, let's have a quick look at the navy screen. Mamluks, they're sitting on 20 heavies and 26 galleys. Never mind. There's more to the Mamluk fleet than the eye can see, clearly. So we'd be pretty much outgunned. We have more boats, because we have all those light ships, but we're not really doing well on the regular combat navy. I wonder if it's time to go up in size on our galleys. Which these are not. I assume that I could just build some more. We should have a lot of room. Oh, we can't build these kinds of ships to to non-trade fleets. We actually over our naval force limit, so maybe not. It'll be fine. I think we're just going to take the Persians. That'll be good. We have to do that in when 81, I think. So we have a bit of time for tick down here. Truces, that's 91, yeah, 81, April 81. So some time to get our troops into position. How do we feel about our... I think I touched the mercenary here. Oh yeah, we have a lot of force limit actually. Should do something about this. I mean, not reduce our force limit, but increase our troop size. Question is, how do we go about doing that? I could just hire troops. We have 51,000 men, which is not too bad, but it's also not great. It's slightly more than a third of our total maximum manpower. So we're kind of not in a great spot there. How are we doing? We have no professionalism. 2%. I might just buy some extra mercenaries. We're still filthy rich, making tons of money, and we're already running mercenaries. Yeah, I think I'm going to run an extra set of mercenaries before we declare the war. Don't need to do it quite now, but hopefully remember to do it before we go to war. Something probably not like these Cossacks here, but they do become quite expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna find one of these troops and hire them before we go to war, I think. Woof. Woof! But I'm not even all that corrupt. I don't know what triggers this event, but it's horrible. Core, that's good. Ignore them at the cost of government reform progress, which I really don't like to do. Could go to 1 stability. It's probably fine. Obviously not in love with it, but fine. I really don't like the idea of losing government reform progress. We're already accruing it super slowly. Well, not that slowly anymore, surprisingly. But still, this is like 20 years of progress lost. And I do wanna... How much do I care about continuing? Forget. There's morale of armies 10% here, which is very nice. So that would be excellent to get sooner rather than later. And then, yeah, the minimum autonomy in territories is probably also really good for us. And then I think one of these gives me 25 max absolutism, yeah. Oh, the admin-free policies, both of these are really good. Anyway, I'm gonna drop the stab. Screw it. More mercenaries. Oh no. Our mercenary army has a new general, and it's not a bad one. 5412. Pretty excellent. I shall certainly not complain. Naples no longer valid rival for me, so we must have eclipsed them. Certainly. Nice power protection there. And we did. Now who do we want to rival next? None of the above? We're not getting a malus right now from having too few rivals. So I think I'm not actually going to rival anybody at this point in time. Oh. Oh. Right. I thought I could claim Naples, but I actually can't. Can claim Siena though. Let's do that. And pause a bit. Ah, dang it. Ooh, more options though. Well, let's rival Naples again then. I might go away again in a minute, but... Palatinate is preparing to attack Austria in a war of aggression. That sounds to me like the League War firing off. Right? What does that mean for us? France will be busy, as will be the Commonwealth. And a bunch of smaller people I don't care about, I think. Don't think I'm missing anybody important. Well, Bremen, of course, but don't know worth. And on the other side, we have the Austrians, obviously. Milan. Bohemia. Naples, the Brits. It's gonna be rough. Gonna be a rough war, and it's gonna hurt my allies. It would be a chance to jump on the Austrians if I hadn't just generated a bunch of Catholic aggressive expansion. Yeah, probably not jumping on that. We'll see. Would be nice to make the Austrians lose, though. That would be quite excellent. So lose or attacking Milan with a conquest CB. Really? Both Milan, Cologne, Trier, Mantua, and Naples. Who did you bring? What? What? Maybe the French didn't say yes yet? He's not even... I assume the French didn't say yes yet. Let's give it a tick or two. But they're not moving. I'm not seeing the French joining here. Suicide much? I should not have given the... Here comes the big war though. Which we could intervene in on... Whose side? Well, that... On Austria's side? Well, no. The Spanish might join in there, that would be unfortunate, but they're still deep in debt. We might have a chance that they don't. Council of Trent ends. Doesn't really matter too much to us. Yeah, the French did not join Sulusa's war. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know why the AI did that. They must have thought that the French joined, but surely the AI knows that if and when other AIs will join, right? They have that information. Alright, I mean, what can you do? Jolov attacking Fulo. Did I plan to have a declaration on these guys? Maybe. Because we're not going to bring anybody else in. Yeah. Probably going to declare on Mazandaran essentially the same day as Persia. Don't think I can do it literally on the same day. Is it even a month? Do I have to wait a month on war declarations? It might be the case. I forget. I feel like it's a month limit there. Which is not obviously great for us. Because in that meantime a coalition might have formed. I'm certainly not going to take this dip tech. Even if it allows us to sabotage recruitment. Important features. What do I do with my dip though? Let's spend some. I think I already accepted the cultures that were relevant and yeah, I did. Development or mercantilism? It's probably development. Still Ferrara taunting me there. No, Ferrara. No. Where's Tokat? What? Nah, it's 77. It's quite a while before the next institution. That's here, and that's fully stated, right? It's in my rum state, yeah. But where's the rum gone? It's in cash development. And pump in a tiny bit of dip. That might have not been the best choice. But it's just money we spend on that edict, so it's fine. Paladin declined to... The Papal States request to agree to the enforced... Oh, the Papal State enforced peace their way into the war. Oh, that's funky. So the Pope wasn't actually part of the League and wanted to join in on the League war on the Catholic side, so they enforced peace on the Palatinate. Palatinate said no, and now they get to fight with the Austrians. Huh. Not sure why you would do... Well, I guess I know why you would do that as the Pope. Kind of makes sense, now that I think about it. Wait, Mosso has a fort level 2. Let's make that a fort level 4. Same for Hessen Kaifa. Already have one in Lubeck here. Let's quickly go and just check the map mode for it. Upgrade the Aleppo fort and the Vrigi fort. Now, Bisa pointed out something about better fort locations, but I forgot what she said. So I'm not going to be able to deal with it right now. As unfortunate as that is. Ideas, yeah, keep going. Supply limit is actually not bad. And then obviously land force limit will be nice, although we currently have a lot of room for force limit. I'm not going to say that I regret taking quantity ideas, but I'm not as enthused about it anymore as I was. Now that I realized how much room we have for, well, force these days. How does Europe look? The French are running into Brittany. The Commonwealth is starting to come from the east. But they're probably just going to get themselves beaten, and there's going to be a whole lot of slaughtering. Oh, Commonwealth slaughtering the Pope in central Germany there. 2 base production muscle. I'll have it. 77. How is my spy network looking? Not great. Could use more of that. Could also spend some money. I do want some money left so we can hire mercenaries at the start of the war. But I should probably be looking into building some more things. Trade company thingy-mabobs. Now, I did build the steering one in Persia, did I? I didn't. Where do I build it? Probably in Yerevan. Is that a fort? Yes. It's a mountain fort. You can have my trade steering building. Local venture? Property appraiser. There you go. And I can probably also upgrade a center of trade or 2. There are a lot of buttons I can press to spend money at this point, but you know, spend money to make money and all that. At least have level 2 centers of trade everywhere that it matters. And then I'm going to consider going up to level 3 in those regions where I don't have level 3 one yet. Don't really have anything good in the Astrakhan node just yet where I can do good upgrades. We already have a level 3 in Persia, in Yerevan. We don't have a level 3 in Aleppo, but Aleppo, as we've discussed before, is not the most important node, but you can have your level 2s. And your level 2s. And a level 2 in Milan, I'll take it, for sure. Lucca. Get upgraded Firenze. Been neglecting my home there. And all money's gone. Well, gone. But down to a level where I can live with it, some of it being in the bank. Oh no, we lost our trade conflict Casus Belli against the Persians. Whatever will we do? Oh, come on, game. I'm gonna drop the stab here. And then I might just click a stab up button. Because it should be not super expensive these days. It actually is quite expensive. Let's wait at least for our course to come in before we stab up. The fact that we're over our governing capacity again, we have to do something about this. I think technology-wise we're still quite a bit away from new capacity, aren't we? Yeah, 17. Maybe I really should have gone for admin ideas, honestly. Get that 25% extra capacity and all the admin cost reduction. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Certainly feeling it. And I really do not want to spend my hard-earned government reform progress on the governing capacity. Which we can do. There's a button here. We can spend 20 reform progress to buy 20 capacity. 20. It's a joke. Bad one at that. Yeah, keep losing me those trade conflict Casus Belli. It's fine. Cavalry cost reduction. Why do we get only negative events right now? What's going on? Do you have something that's generating these? So we lose 150 points, or we lose some trade power in AINTAB, worldwide trade efficiency for 5 years. I'm just gonna say it's not our problem. Gonna have some unrest issues in AINTAB. Which, I mean, at least I have some boots around to, if I were able to click the right places, to make that not a thing. But man, could you stop with the negative events though? You keep threatening my trade. That's what he desired. Tons of spy network against the Nepalese again. Neapolitans. I keep saying Nepalese. I don't actually have a lot of places I can make claims on, do I? Because this yellow is not me. So we don't actually have any... Well, it's not quite true. Down here we have borders. Sure, I could make a claim on Salento or Bari. But again, Venice node. We don't care. So it's Cosenza, Calabria, or it's actually something in Africa. Like SFAX here. Let's claim SFAX. I'm not sure if and when I'm going to declare any wars on the Nepalese. Neapolitans. But... Okay, the Commonwealth got thrown back out of Austria there. Beating up a Savoyard stack over there. I mean, this war is a filthy, weird war. How's the Austria? Oh yeah, they're very much losing right now. That's good. I mean, I'm Catholic. I should be a fan of the Catholic League. But I'm not a fan of Austria. Not at all. Then actually, no, does it do anything to me? I don't think it does anything for me if they win or lose. Where's that modifier thing? There's a weird button somewhere which shows like 5 things. Triggered modifiers. Here. Catholic Empire, Protestant Empire. Okay, I think you get it even if you're not in the Empire. It feels like that, so... Therefore we would kinda want... Yeah, just because we're Catholic, we would get it if the Catholics win. But all we really get is 1 missionary strength. Which, whatever. I don't super care. Let's pray for the beating of the Austrians. That sounds good. Sounds good to me. Ooh, great event. Not. Tiny bit of manpower. Come on, people. I mean, it's not a bad event, at least. So I should be happy. But, yeah. I did want to think about stabbing up. I also definitely want to think about spending this dip. You know, great places. Unless I want to spend on slaves, which I kind of don't. Just from a personal conviction sort of point of view. Then again, I do a lot of atrocious things in these games. I mean, it might be worse when we're playing Crusader Kings, but it's still bad in here. But it still feels wrong to invest in slavery. I don't like it. How are we doing claim-wise on the Persians? We have 1. So I should be able to make a second claim here. What was it that I wanted? Have a mall. I think I had one on Milan, which is a nice province, but it's for development, so we don't really need to do this. Ardabil might be it. Ardabil, Kirkuk. That's the most development. The question is, would we even take Kirkuk? Or are we more focused on going through here? Snake our way towards India, through the eastern route. It feels more likely. Probably want a connection to a mall here. So let's make a claim on Sultan, that place. Might be the last claim we get before we have to declare war. We'll see. Who accepted peace? So they starting to separate peace out people. Not sure that's a great idea. Because it might cost you the war in the end. They keep on separate piecing out everybody that they have occupied, of the miners. They keep spending a bunch of war score. So we could re-elect again, which at, what are we now, 55 or something? It's kind of risky. That's not me. That's me, 54. It's not so bad. 60 is a bad breakpoint for Monarch Age. And our relative is garbage again. I think I'm going to spend a click of stab, well, some admin on stab, and then I'll re-elect. The reason I do it, you can see the reason I do it this way, right? 37% extra cost because of lack of Republican tradition. And once I spend 10, it will be even more. So let's boost, and then keep once more. Better get me those monarch points back. I just wasted on stab. Is this the first time I click the stab up button in this campaign? It might be. Unless I did it very early on. Math time. What does it say? A point of Republican tradition is 33 monarch points. So 5 is 166 monarch points. And 2 mercantilism technically costs me 200 monarch points. But I rarely spend that. Right? I mean, yes, the mercantilism button costs 200 dip. But the only time I ever click that button is when I'm swimming in dip. This is not as insane as it might be. We lose our trader, which is the half-price person, but we have another half-price trader available. I think we just lose the trader here. I don't like losing even more tradition. Let's not do that. Especially since it's dip, which we currently have too much of anyway. Well, the least too little. If that makes any sense. Oh, I don't have that guy anymore, the half-price trader. Oh well. Then I guess we get a full-price Diplo rep person here. Why not? Don't actually mind having Diplo rep around. Speaking of, could have a quick look at whether there's anybody we might be able to talk out of coalitioning me. Actually, Fars is very close. But we will go to war with Fars anyway. When we declare on the Persians. Yeah, I don't think there's any need. Might as well butter up the Popeman again, actually. Because the Popeman means we get more papal influence. And I want that. How's the war going? Still fine. Brittany slowly getting siege down with those Frenchmen, although they're having a hard time. Oh no, that's going to be a stack wipe there. Pop. Cute. Inquisitor died. We're no longer inquisiting, are we? No. Who's the fin of the faith? Nobody? Nobody, apparently. Inquisitor, what do we want? I certainly want admin points. Stab cost modifier, interesting. Could have taken that earlier. National unrest? Don't really need it. Do you need inflation reduction? No. What would I want from an admin guy? Don't really know anything that's super relevant right now. Would I be able to promote you? You're Greek Catholic. I should be able to promote you, I think. Because we accept the Greeks. I don't think I'm stabbing up anytime soon. Yeah, let's get Barbara in here. And promote her a bunch. 1, 2, let's do 4. Give me that admin flowing. Sure. Tiny bit of money is still money. 79. 2 more years, folks. 2 more years. And then we go and crunch. Many factories to build. Susa is a decent one. Antioch and Milan. Still keeping some of that money around for mercenary reasons. Just in case we get drawn into a war slightly earlier than we want to. Garrison size increase, 1 more click, and then not only do we get the extra land force limit, which again will be nice if not nuts, but we'll also... Do I still have enough time? Probably not. Just realized that I should maybe have been drilling. Let's drill a bit. No pun intended. No, let's cancel that. Why can you not drill? Oh, because you don't have a leader. Grab this boy and drill. You folks can do some suppression if that's even any relevance. It doesn't seem to be. Nah, nobody cares. Cancel it. The reason I just thought about drilling in this moment is that we may have been able to get 5%. Probably wouldn't have been able to, but we had some time off here. There's a chance we could have gotten to 5% professionalism, which we could have then turned into more manpower before we buy mercenaries. I think I might just buy some extra troops here. And then put a cut in here. Let's make you a full combat width stack. What are we looking at combat width wise? I can never find that. 29. Okay, you are already full combat width stack. Slightly more even with that cav. Is it the Age of Cannon yet? Kinda is. It's not 16, but we are talking decent cannons. Let's cannon you up. Oh, I must have... Oh, did I look at my force limit at the first month of the video again? When I just had started the game? That must have been the case. That's why my force limit was so high. Right. I'm no longer unhappy with the amount of... with having taking quantity ideas. So for some reason when you load up the game, the territory autonomy has not been calculated correctly, and your among other things your manpower or your force limit will be showed as much higher as it is than it is, especially when you have tons of high autonomy territory like I do. Anyway, let's put a cut in here, and then next episode we're going to declare that war on them filthy Persians. Just defensively, right? We just don't want them to band up. It's not like anybody else has ever lost a war with that kind of attitude. Ooh, I like this kind of attitude though. Yeah, crush those Austrians, crush them good. Even if we can't jump on this right now, it should hurt the Austrians a lot. Hopefully they might even lose some land. And then it might make it easier for us to jump in there. On the other hand, they might get revanchism and all that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But generally, I like this. I also like that Burgundy is still alive. It's fancy. Anyway, thank you folks for watching, and you know what to do. Like buttons and subscribe buttons are your best friends, as is the comment section. You have a lot of best friends. 3 of those. 3. Yes, 3. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.